If you've ever spent time away from bright city lights and looked up, you get a good idea of how many stars there are in the sky. But a new study out today says that growing light pollution is making it harder than ever to see the stars. CBC's senior science reporter Nicole Mortellero has those details.
This study actually found that over 12 years, there's been an annual increase of about 7 to 10% increase in brightness in the night sky. Now, usually the data that we've had in the past has come from satellites, but these satellites were not purpose-built, so they have limitations. And what this did is it looked at data collected by citizen scientists like you and me, who participate in something called the Globe at Night project. And what they're shown is they are shown night sky, like a particular constellation, and from how many stars you can see. So I'm going to give you an example here. I printed this out. This is how many stars I can see, or how few stars I can see from Toronto. This, in turn, is how many stars you can see from a dark sky site. So that's quite the contrast. And people might think, well, I've gone camping and I've seen those night skies. That's not the case. And as this graphic will show you, I believe we have one here, and it will show, you can see excellent seeing is a dark sky site, but a rural sky is not. It's better, certainly, than when you see the city. 8 out of 9 in inner city skies. So few stars that we can see. So why the difference in the data? Well, because satellites, as I mentioned, they have limitations. And one of those limitations is that it can only see light pointing straight up. But we have light coming at us from different directions. So there's a theory, perhaps, that these sideways lighting is impacting how we can see the stars.
So I know I like to see the stars, but why should we be concerned about it, Nicole?
Yeah, it's more than just astronomical. Everybody likes seeing stars when they go out to a dark sky site, get excited by it. But, in our evolution, we've adapted to being a diurnal species, we need daylight, and then we need the nighttime sky. Now, if we're losing that, it affects us. And, Christopher Kaiba, the lead researcher in this piece, in the study, he actually noted just how quickly we're losing that night sky.
Worth taking stock of and thinking that, wow, my mother was born in Saskatchewan on a farm with no electricity. And every night, if she went outside, she would have seen, the cosmos. And now my children have rarely experienced that at all. Certainly not anywhere to the same degree.
But there are also impacts on ecosystems. There are birds that fly into brightly lit buildings. It affects migratory patterns of these birds, turtles nesting on shores. So it's really more than just looking at the pretty night sky and appreciating the stars.
The CBC's senior science reporter Nicole Mortellero